My AirPods are getting out of my ears because I'm not understanding. I'm not even understanding because like this, like this, like this. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I dropped a video on this channel. Pardon me. So yeah guys, today I'm starting a new series. It's gonna be a talk show. I'll do this as often as I can, and today I have with me a very beautiful, very inspiring guest, someone I've always looked up to. I'm not gonna talk too much. I'm just gonna introduce her to you guys. She's Sassy Saffy. She's my sister. She's my mentor. And today we're just gonna, be talking and gisting and doing all that stuff. Welcome, Sassy Saffy. So, guys, like I said earlier, I decided to do this series just to talk about different things. Just discussing different things. She has a couple of businesses, Fantasia Foods, After Party Props. You guys should follow her on Instagram and check out our business pages. You've always inspired me to be a better person, and I remember when I started my first business ever, which was Accessories by Reed. It was because of you. You also had a business while you were in university. I don't know if you remember. You were selling jewelry,
accessories and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. So you've always inspired me. So then Accessories by Reed still used to be very paramount, and then I used to take it very seriously.
Popping.
Yeah,
I used to patronize you and whatnot.
Yeah, and so while I was having this business or whatever, I noticed that sometimes people would come to me and then say, can we bargain this price? Can we do this? Like, I'm sure you get that very often. And the other day we were discussing this, and that's one of the reasons why you don't put your prices on your page on After Party Props, because you also deal with a lot of huge clients, like I don't want to mention names, but you deal with a lot of huge companies. Yeah, and then they say when you post prices on your page, you're like, how can you post prices on your page? This, I'm a contractor. I don't want the company to
be aware of that.
Actually, we are drinking one of this
champagne.
But we're not going to mention the name. Cheers to more success.
Beautiful beginning.
Beautiful beginnings, yeah. And then, how do you deal with your relationships, like where people don't take you for granted? Because I know sometimes people, like to take the piece. They can be like, since let's just negotiate. She'll give us a lower price. How do you deal with things like that? Because I know that's what so many entrepreneurs deal with, like people trying to take advantage of you, maybe because you don't you give them a good deal and then she give us a good price. Let's try that again. So how do you deal with things like that?
Well, yeah, thanks, Reed. Say when I started, I used to get a lot of that, and I used to actually get swayed because a lot of times I'll be like, okay, customer want a discount, whatever, and I'm just like, okay, I usually don't have to give them discounts or whatever, and then I give them discounts, and then afterwards I'm just like, why did I do that? Because it doesn't even really pay me at the end of the day. Yeah. Do you understand? But I'm driven by the fact that I'm like, okay, these guys are patronizing me. Am I sure I don't have to? I'm not inclined, to give them this discount or whatever. I give them discounts. But at the end of the day, I end up regretting it. Do you understand? Yeah. But after a while, I just thought, please, if they're going to go, they're going to go. If they're going to come, they're going to come. Do you understand? So after like a year of course, giving unsolicited discounts, they would obviously come back. So after like a year, I was just like, you know what, F it. They will come if they would want to come. Yeah, whoever's gonna buy would actually buy. Exactly. But guess what? I wish I knew this earlier, because I was always giving discounts. For a second, I was just like, how am I gonna make money? Yeah, giving discounts over and over again. Yeah, But of course, I made these mistakes in the beginning, but moving on, going forward, I just began to, understand what business was like. Some customers will come and say, oh, I'm buying I'm buying in bulk, so you need to give me discounts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, sorry, how many pieces are you buying? And they're like, I'm buying 15 pieces, so you need to give me discounts. 15 pieces. Oh, really? But guess what? XYZ bought 200 pieces last week and I didn't give him discounts.
Right.
You know, but it was until I began to understand that, you know, there were people who were sort of buying in bulk, you know.
Yeah.
You know, with regards to, you know, other people buying in bulk, 10 pieces, 15 pieces, that I began to now understand what it was like. You know, that I now began to, you know, understand what the business was like. So I now started to stand my ground, like, you know what, I'm sorry. If you're not buying up to 300 pieces, I'm sorry, you're not buying in bulk. You know, and I won't be able to give you these discounts that you hope and wish to have. You know, that was at that point that I began to distinct myself, you know. So at that point I was like, yeah, I'm so sorry. I understand that you're buying, you know, like a lot of quantity, but it's not, you know, the bulk that we actually deal with. Guess what? A part of me was like, what are you feeling like? But another part was like, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Like,
you gotta do what you gotta do, because at the end of the day,
people always take you for granted.
Exactly. So even if someone is buying 3 or 4 quantities and is like, oh yeah, I'm buying in bulk, if you are going to accept that price, you know, it is what it is. So I say, okay, I'm so sorry. You're buying 15 pieces. I'm so sorry. Our box has from XYZ. And then they look at me like, what's she feeling like?
I'm gonna the topic of people taking you for granted in businesses and whatnot. So I'm now going to link this to relationships. I remember I was having this conversation with you a few days ago where, you know, people take you for advantage. People take advantage of you when you're in relationships. Maybe because, for example, so there's so I was talking to my friend the other day, and then she's someone who is very, you know, very chill, very calm. She doesn't like to be stressed. So if, for example, maybe, you know, she goes on a date with a guy, and then the guy is like, we need to split the bill 50-50. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with splitting the bills, but, you know, like, I feel like since they started the relationship that way, she's probably going to keep doing that for the rest of whenever they're together. What do you think about that?
It's entitlement for me, you know, because, okay, we should split the bill. So if I have dates with you subsequently, times and over again. Like, imagine, okay, I'm seeing you next week and I'm seeing you the week after. We're splitting the bill.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with splitting the bill. No. But I feel like
no. It's the entitlement for me, please. So the fact that I split the bill with you and then, oh yeah. Oh, we spent $250 today. Okay, yeah. Where's it? Oh, Monzo accounts. Oh yeah. Can we split the bill? 85 pounds, 100 pounds. Hello. The fact that we're splitting the bill.
Yeah, and then there was a time when she didn't split the bill with the guy, and then it was actually like,
no. Forget the fact that we're in the UK. Why am I splitting the bill with you? You should be ashamed of yourself. Because like, you're sitting down there, I'm splitting the bill with you. So tomorrow, you're going to come and bring the bill and say, oh,
thank you.
We're splitting the bill. If I decide to pay, we go to a Hakkasan or whatever, we go to Sassy Saffy, whatever, I split the bill with you today, doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to split the bill with you.
It's always going to be that way.
Hell no.
And this is why I feel like whatever...
Hell no! You see this UK mentality, we need to think about it.
We need to.
Yeah, we need to. Because I'm not understanding.
Because this is not the way.
I'm not understanding. I know you guys are going to come for me, whatever.
But I mean,
I'm still not understanding. I'm still not understanding.
Guys, let's know what you think.
I'm still not understanding. Let me remove the glasses. I'm still not understanding.
Guys,
are you understanding?
I'm not understanding.
Let me drink.
Because guys, let's know what you think.
I'm not understanding.
And I feel like
I'm not understanding. Even after I've drunk, I'm not understanding. And then I'm wearing the glasses, I'm not understanding.
And I feel like this is why when you start, are you okay?
I'm shuddering from the lack of understanding.
Oh my goodness. I feel like people would always take you for granted if, for example, you start something this way because you started this way, and they feel like, okay, since you already started this way,
Yeah,
this is how it's yeah. And it also brings me to some married couples whereby maybe the wife does all the cleaning, all the cooking, you know, like the traditional African families, and then maybe something happens, maybe she, you know, she has a child and then she has to look after the child or something, or maybe she's just not feeling well, or she can't just do certain things that she used to do before, and then the men feel entitled because this person is already doing this. So why are you not doing it?
For me? I'm so sorry for cutting you off.
So why are you not doing
It's the entitlement for me.
So what can you say about that?
Because it's the entitlement for me still. Because you already knew from the get-go that, you know, before I put this woman in this position, she probably can take the situations whatever. She can, you know, take the situation however it was that she used to take it before. And then you just suddenly assume that, oh, she's a superwoman. No. She's not a superwoman, right? You actually need to understand. You need to deep that. Actually, you need to understand her. You've been there while she had the other babies. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So you should be able to understand that, okay, this new one that she has, it was gonna take a toll on her body. Mm-hmm. It's gonna take a big toll. In fact, it's not just a toll, a big,
very big one
toll on her body. And then you need to be there for her.
Yeah.
You need to be there for her. Do you understand?
Yeah. So
what do you think it is?
Yeah, I mean, you're very correct.
Yeah.
So many people
don't think
feel...
No, there's no woman that is a superwoman.
Because so many people feel
there's no superwoman anywhere.
So many people.
She trained your first child. Yeah. Smooth and dandy, you know, smooth and dandy. She trained your first child. Second child, she trained him or her. Smooth and dandy, she did that. It doesn't necessarily mean that the third child
always be
is going to be, oh yeah, smooth sailing roller coaster. It is what it is. It's going to be a struggle, so you got to be there for her. Do you understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or what is?
Yeah.
He has to be there for her. Do you understand? So don't just assume that, oh, you did this 9 months ago. Yeah. No, it's going to be hard for her. So you need to understand.
Yeah. And I feel like
you need to understand.
It's not just in relationships that this happens. Like, it happens everywhere. Like, people just take you for granted because you did something
prior.
Yeah.
And then you just assume that, oh, yeah, you did it prior, and then in 2 months' time you have to do it the same. Hey! It wasn't, what's it called? Smooth sailing roller coaster. No smooth sailing roller coaster. This new one, no smooth sailing roller coaster. It's going to be difficult. Don't think about it. It's going to be hard
that way, you know.
Period.
Thank you, Sassy Saffy, for coming on the show today.
Yeah.
Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. Did you enjoy this? Would you like to
Can we have some music?
Yeah. Would you like to...
Can we have some music?
No. Yeah, we will.
I'll actually want to have some music.
Yeah, we will. Enjoy this. Let me know in the comment section. And then if you have some other ideas, just let me know, you know.
Let's bounce it off each other.
Yeah. If you love to see Sassy Saffy on this, you know, show again, let me know. Here we go, Sassy Saffy. We're gonna play a little game.
Oh, little game.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
And I'm gonna ask you, you know, just a few questions. Like,
okay.
So the first one is, what's your favorite item you've bought this year?
Well, an expensive perfume.
I know you're a perfume addict, just like me.
An expensive perfume.
What perfume is it?
Body CA.
Nice. I like that one too. Okay. So my next question is, what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given? That's a deep question.
Live your youth.
Live
Your youth. I don't care what it is anybody has to say. I'm sure it sounds ambiguous and whatever, but guess what? If you deep it means a lot.
That's the. I mean, it sounds.
Don't you think?
Yeah, it sounds very simple and cliche, but when you think about it, it's very deep. I feel like so many of us, we didn't.
If you actually deep it means a lot.
Yeah, so many of us we didn't live our youth to the fullest, and then sometimes we just end up thinking about that. I wish I did this when I was younger.
Exactly. Why don't you just do it?
Yeah, because different reasons. Some of us were scared, like we weren't sure. We were in doubt. Maybe the way our parents raised us. But at the end of the day, that's a really good advice. Question: what is your most used emoji?
You see that one that busts the brain,
like bust my head.
That's it.
Like, no, you're joking. Like,
yeah, they'll be kidding.
That's it. Bust my freaking head.
In fact, it's busting my head already.
If you could bring back any fashion trend, what would it be?
Do you remember that trend? Yeah. Remember that fashion trend where pictures used to be cut into 3?
Yeah, the picnics.
It's can be like that. So anyhow you stay.
Yeah, I know you always use this.
Trend it out.
And some people still use this even though it's not a trend anymore.
Some people do?
Yeah.
I never knew some people did.
Yeah.
So you can be like this. Like this. Like this.
Next question. Say you're independently wealthy and don't have to work. What would you do with your time?
I didn't have to work.
Yeah. And you're wealthy. What would you do with your time?
Well, it will always be about fashion. Yeah. So I will lay out my fashion style. Anything I want to.
Question: coffee or tea? I already know the answer. Yeah, coffee.
She's caffeinated, not decaffeinated.
Yeah, she drinks coffee every day. She doesn't miss like 5 times a day.
I don't want decaffeine. I want caffeine.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Sassy Saffy, for coming on the show today. This was my first show ever, and thank you for
first show ever.
Yeah, first talk show ever.
I would never have thought.
And thank you for just coming to this. I remember when I had this idea, and then you were like, okay, why not? Let's just jump on it. Thank you so much. So nice to have you on the show. So guys, now, tell them to subscribe, like, and then comment. So,
tell everybody to share, please like, comment, subscribe for more yummy
you already
content.
know.
And I'll be here again before you know it.
Yeah.
Okay, peace.
See you guys. Bye.